It's really ready to go. Okay, sizzling! Okay, sizzling! Okay, sizzling! Take me by the hand, take me by the hand. Okay, sizzling! Take me by the hand, take me by the hand. Okay, sizzling! He, him, they, them. He, him, they, them. Some people just call me Fluffy. What the fuck is he wearing? It's not Halloween. Fucking sizzling! Oh my god, am I spending the cash? Oh my god, like, yeah. Hey darling, you can smile more. That's what we fucking do. Spark off! Ooh, me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Ooh, me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Yeah, she is all gangrenous. That's cute, you massive fucking soy cock. He, him, they, them. Superficial bollocks. He, him, they, them. Spider monkey fucker. Some people just call me Fluffy. Holy shit. Yad, 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 yad. It's Captain Gay. Yes, of course it's Captain Gay. Yad, 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 yad. It's really ready to go. Here's some Hollywood horse bitch. Kitty fuck. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, fucking sizzling. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, think I make quite your main balls. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, oh my god, like yeah. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, beat him into submission. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, yada 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 yada. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, you got me. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, so fucking crazy. Ocean man, take me by the hand. Ocean man, fuck off. Fire, fire, big pants, flyer. One of them. So that went well. Let's move on. Choose like it's so. Oh look, what a coincidence! God damn, I hate this day. I can't say the word tampon. Who fucking cares? There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off, fuck that. Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what?
Fucking pronouns! I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Current fucking day! Fuck off! We can't see past our own fucking reflection. That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda Twat Waffle. That's all you fucking are! Twat Waffle! Fuck off! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! You're boring! You're fucking dull! You have nothing to say! Fuck your immersion! Guess what? Fucking pronouns! You take everything we love and you just can't help! Shovel! You're dog shit! Fucking crap! I everybody. I've been shaving my head and I bonked my just before the stream. I was like dunk and a bonk. Don't matter. Hi everyone, welcome to Afternoon Tea with Az. I'm your host as always, as face. So we have immediately got a question which must be answered. I do have it right here next to me. Yeah, I tidied up the beard. I tidied up the head, you know. I do need to just... I was doing this literally. He's dented! So I do have to just get the old neck beardy. You have no idea how dull the blades are on this thing. Oh, that could hurt. So we got a question that needs to be asked to everybody. I do have it right here to my right, and I will show it off. I will show it off. So let me just adjust this slightly. Let me just adjust. Do I have a coffee made by me, little old me? Or did I order a Sunday coffee? Did I order a Sunday coffee? What is it, chat? What did I do? What did I do? Did I order a Sunday coffee? Or did I make it myself? David said I ordered it in. Fred just says it's Sunday. It is indeed Sunday, Fred. Crow Hollow said I ordered it in. Ryan ordered. William ordered. We've got a couple of maids it. Yay. We got a couple of you made it. Niffy said you made it. Oracle of Doom said you made it. Christopher says I ordered it in. A quick poll. It's going to have to be a quick poll. Quick poll. Coffee. Ordered in or self-made? Oh, fuck. Did I hit the caps lock on? I don't know. Yes. Self-made. It's going to have to be quick because I want to get stuck into it. So this is going to be a quick poll. Quick poll, quick poll. He outsourced it. I like that. That's very businessy. You ordered the coffee, but you made your own sandwich. Okay. Okay. You made it to be ordered. You fooled everyone and made a cup of tea. That's a great answer. That's a great answer. As is a self-made coffee man. Terry makes his own tea. You made it with Nerdrotics coffee. I know, I banned myself. Don't worry, I put myself in timeout for 10 minutes. For that. Coffee is but a state of mind. It's really not. It's all about that caffeine, and I need it. Okay, so what we got? The poll says, ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boobies. Boobies. The poll says, and hey, Jordan, I ordered it in 52%. I made it myself 48%. Well, let's find out because I'm going to take a swig of it right now. Nothing like a self-made cup of coffee, is there? Eh? Oh. Yes, I made it myself. I made it myself. Boom. Congratulations to all the members of the audience who were on that journey with me. I got news. We got lots of news today. I got news. Let's start off with some news, folks. A little bit of bad news for some, but a little bit of good news for others. I don't know. Mr. Porkchop is now officially a full-time member of the Sunday Funday crew, and he'll be replacing what? He'll be replacing X-Ray Girl. X-Ray Girl's got herself some good work on a Sunday. So she'll unfortunately be working on Sundays now. But it's good. It's good work for her. It's good money. So, you know, very, very happy for her. When she does get a day off, if she does get a Sunday off, though, we'll have her back on Sunday Funday. Absolutely. So she'll be available for Sunday Funday then. So Mr. P is now our official fourth rotated member. And today we are playing a brand new game. Making money on the Sabbath. Well, I can't talk. Saturday is my day of rest. Saturday is my day of rest. Yeah, X-Ray Girl's going to do a video tomorrow saying the true reason I left Sunday Funday. She's gonna be talking about how I scream and shout at her, apparently. How I banned her from saying certain words. You know, things like that. You know. Expect that video from her. So yeah, it is sad. It is sad because I'd like to say that X-Ray Girl was an OG member of Sunday Funday, but she forced herself upon QBG and me. QBG and me were just playing some video game. You know, I don't even remember how it fully came to be, whether or not it was myself or QBG. But we just got somehow we got it talking, and we decided that we want to play some video games together. So we started playing some video games together, and then we started playing Dying Light 2. Or yeah, I think it was Dying Light 2. And X-Ray Girl, she didn't say, "Hey, is there any chance that I could join you guys?" No, she just went, "Oh, hey guys, I'm going to join you next week." I'm going to join you next week for Sunday Fun. Okay. And then of course Jane Theory joined after that, making it a 4-person crew, and Sunday Funday was, I guess, officially born. Well, I know Mr. P doesn't have, I don't know, maybe Mr. P has got a nicer Iraq. I don't know. But then Jane decided to do the sensible thing, and no, they weren't there for a bit either. There was when we did Conan Exiles, there were some other stragglers for a bit, but they were never officially, that they weren't part of Sunday Funday. A lot of them were Mr. Porkchop's chat. And then Jane Theory decided to be the most sensible person in the room and step away from the internet for the most part. Won't lie, there's a part of me which envies her. And then Kara came in. And then we've had that Sunday Funday crew for a long time. As didn't you act in an untoward manner? Yes, I acted in an untoward manner towards X-Ray Girl. That's why she's leaving. Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. So yeah, so it'd been that foursome, giggity, that's what she said.
for a long time. And so, yeah, sad that X-Ray Girl will be stepping away for the most part. But like I said, when she's got Sundays available, she'll be available to jump back in. So let's just say that she's the alternate. She's the alternate now, and the giggly Mr. P will be the main one. Well, we tried to go with a two guys, two girls makeup for the most part. You know, that's what we wanted. I thought it's a good balance, so the guys couldn't dominate, you know, and the girls can't dominate. So I thought two guys, two girls was a good balance. But we are playing a brand new game today, and it's called Yap Yap. It's Yap Yap, and Yap Yap. We are little magicians with wands that can pick stuff up, or people. Well, yeah, the reason, yeah, and so Yap Yap looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, but Mr. P is very feminine. You know, he laughs like a girl. He's very feminine. He always likes to make female characters because he feels that it's more representative of who his true self is. So who knows? Mr. P could be our first trans member of Sunday Funday. Oh, Mr. P lives for the goon. Don't we all? Don't we all? I know I do. So yes, if you've got another monitor free or something, have a little look about Yap Yap. When QBG, I think, was the one who recommended it, and when I saw the trailer for it, it looked funny. Actually, do you know what? I've got a little bit of a video here. Should we have a little look at what we're going to be playing today? I'm actually going to put the headphones on because I'm born that way. Let's see what Yap Yap is all about.
All right, listen up, guys. We got to go in this wizard tower and vandalize it. There's going to be monsters around, so we got to be super careful. We all have these wands we can
Tell
use.
Yo, let's go. It's open. Oh, look, a lamp. Whoops. This
Dude,
I love cheese, but like I'm lactose intolerant, man.
Whoa, spider. There's spider.
You sit and wander as your mind begins to wander.
No!
Bro, what the hell is it?
Look at me.
Oh no! Oh.
In this legs.
Okay, so there we go. It looks like great indie hilarity. Coffee's gone, but I do have bottled water. Oh, I want to address this immediately because here we go. Apparently, according to James Shanafan with a $10, well, it's official as Tim Drake has retired as Robin in the new Batman book to spend more time on his boyfriend's lap. 30 years of great characterization destroyed because they wanted him to suck dick. And I don't mean Grayson. Absolute waste. That's it. I told you, as soon as you do that to a character, they're done. They're dead. It's over. It's over. So yeah, great start to this Batman run. It's all been about Tim's boyfriend. It's the end of an era for Batman and Robin with major Tim Drake decision. It's fucking it's an absolute fucking disgrace. Absolute fucking disgrace. Comic, look, dude. No, I can't say. The age of the floppies coming. It's coming to an end. It legitimately is coming to an end. What's this? What's this? Is this the thumbnail? Is this the thumbnail for today? What? Come on, man. Do you know what, James? I would be more upset, but the fact of the matter is, the moment Tim Drake went, "Hey, I'd love to suck a dick," it was over. It was already over then, because the character can never be any more than that to these dogshit writers. And so an absolute garbage decision by DC that has destroyed one of the best Robins ever. Certainly the best Robin of probably a couple of generations. You know, some people will probably have Dick Grayson as their favorite, but I guarantee you most likely Tim Drake would be second. But this is it. This is where we are. This is where we are now. And a new, as soon as that was done, it was done. It was over. I've made a couple of videos about it, or so, yeah, because then they made his ongoing series. Yeah, here we go. Here's the video that I made. Hold on. Let me just yeah, this is right. This is actually a really good spot. I hate to reference myself, but boobies. Here. This is look at that boy there. This is me referencing Funko Pops. This is the video about Tim Drake, by the way. There you go. DC Comics turned Robin, Tim Drake, into gays for some reason. So here, Funko Pop, the Pride Funko collection celebrating inclusivity and acceptance. Funko supports the LGBT plus community and rejects intolerance and discrimination. Now, this is 2021, by the way. So we are in peak psycho mode, by the way. We're in peak psycho mode. So I responded with Happy Pride. We covered a Nazi stormtrooper, because that's what stormtroopers are. Because Star Wars is World War II in space. And the Empire are the Nazis, and the stormtroopers are called stormtroopers for a good reason. We covered a Nazi stormtrooper in rainbow because it's so inclusive. They give themselves away. Now, in that video, I talk about how Tim Drake, here we go. Here we go here. Robin, all of Tim Drake's major love interests in chronological order, CBR, of course. Talk about all his female relationships, because Tim was straight. Tim had his ongoing series, which went for 187 or 183. 183, or I think it might have been 183. 183 issues monthly. Was there any oh, do you know what? I really do fancy sucking me a bit of dick, Grayson. In any of those comics? None. Because the predominance of his relationships was with Stephanie Brown, aka spoiler, aka Cluemaster's daughter, aka Batgirl at some point. And so when Tim started his ongoing series, he was dating a girl called Ariana. And Ariana was from a, like an immigrant family who had not illegal immigrant family that were sort of making it in America. And she was level-headed and she was sensible. And then Stephanie came along, and Stephanie was she was a little bit naughty. She was very flirty. She was a little bit of a bad girl. She didn't play by the rules. And slowly but surely, Tim fell in love with Stephanie. He split up with Ariana, and pretty much was with Stephanie on and off for those 30 years. They had some really good relationship story arcs. And it was one of those it's sort of like Catwoman, Batman sort of thing, that they'd be together for a while and then they would sort of split for a while. But Tim's bisexual. He could totally date girls again. Well, as you know, because I know you're being facetious there. Once a character is made bisexual, the reason why they're bisexual is because they were straight, but now they're sucking dick. And so by their very definition, they would have to have been bisexual, but they'll never date a girl ever again after they start, smoking the pole. So for 30 great years, 30 great years of Tim Drake. And this was a great storyline here. This is when spoiler thought Tim was killed. A lot of people thought Tim was killed, and he came back. It was a lot to do with Jor-El and an aged up Tim Drake. It was in Detective Comics. It was a really good story. And the way that this story ended was with Stephanie and Tim leaving Gotham together, essentially to start a life together. And then the next time we really got anything to do with Tim Drake, he was just like, oh, do you know what? I've been thinking about a friend of mine from a few years ago, and Oracle saying, oh, that's because you're gay, Tim. They did the old Jean Grey Bobby thing from Marvel. Oh, you've been thinking about your friend from a couple of years ago. Oh, that's because you want to suck his dick, Tim. That's why. And Tim Drake was suddenly gay out of nowhere. What an absolute waste. Yeah, stealing a kiss with Jubilee when it had the DC Marvel crossover. Was I on the toilet when I filmed this? Probably. I look like it. I look like I'm trying to push one out. Look at the state of my room. What an absolute shambles. This is during COVID. And this is where my house, because we're all locked down, this is where my house just turns into a fucking warehouse. I couldn't move anywhere. My whole bedroom was taken up. Half my bed was taken up. Boxes. Front room completely taken up. Kitchen completely taken up. Office. This was tepid considering what my office turned out to be. But there you go. Facepalm. And so recently, a few years ago, they tried to give Tim Drake his own ongoing series as a gay boy. And yes, I speak very disrespectfully because I speak with the amount of respect that they have for the characters back at them. Because it's a fucking disgrace. An absolute, they are a disgrace. And they don't care because the writer was she, by the way, men can't write women because they're men, and only women can write women. However, women, they can write whatever they want. straight people, they can't write gay characters because they're not gay, but gay characters can write straight characters. You know how the rules system is all just fucked up because they're all just fucking wankers. They're all just a bunch of wankers. Virtue signaling wankers. Correct. Boldly go on. Respect is earned. It's not given. You earn respect. You can't demand respect. But a lot of them are in the they're in the vein that because you like this character, you must like what we do to this character, which is the most bizarre logic I've ever fucking known in my life. Just because you like a character, if somebody then comes along and intrinsically changes that character to no longer resemble who that character is, you don't have to say, well, you know, you got to like it because that's Tim Drake. No, that's not Tim Drake at all. It's not Tim Drake. That's just the problem. You ruined him. And then we get all this femmy shit. Oh, let's go on a date. Oh, I wish I could have finished our date. Oh, because Tim's into the poll. And so what's happened within the space of 4 years, 30 years of an incredible character, Tim Drake making his debut in the storyline A Lonely Place of Dying. If you've never read A Lonely Place of Dying, I thoroughly recommend that you do. It's a 5-parter. 3 parts are on the Batman side. 2 parts are on the Teen Titans side. And it's about it's about Tim Drake trying to reconcile the relationship between Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson because Batman's gone off the rails since the death of Jason Todd. Remember when storytelling was good? Because Batman's gone off the rails due to the death of Jason Todd. And so Tim sort of realizes that Batman needs to have that Robin to balance the character. Otherwise, Batman gets too lost in the sauce. And it ultimately ends up with Tim becoming Robin. Now, was he given the Robin mantle immediately? No. He has to don the Robin costume to save, to try and essentially trick Batman. Not in a bad way, in a good way. But Batman respects his detective skills and he takes Tim Drake under his wing and he starts to train him to become the next Robin. So it was a long time. It's like a few years, like a couple of years at least, I think, before Tim Drake actually got his own costume and became Robin officially. Yeah, this guy here is Tom Jake. This isn't Tim Drake. This is Tom Jake or something. Tim Drake, Tom Jake. Yeah. And so you got 30 years of that. He gets his own series written by the absolutely incredible Chuck Dixon. Amazing. Really fleshed out. Chuck Dixon was writing. He was writing Nightwing. He was writing Birds of Prey. He was writing Detective Comics. He was writing Robin, Catwoman. Chuck was crushing it. And he's still to this day, not that he's an old man or anything, but to this day, Chuck Dixon writes like an absolute genius. He's so good. He's so fucking good. And so 2021, they turned Tim gay. And here we are. I mean, we've just started 2026. So within the space of 4 years, really, that's been 4 years of utter failure with Tim Drake. 4 years of failure, they tried to relaunch a new ongoing series where he's a femmy little pussy boy now that just lives for the cock. It was cancelled after 9 issues, which means, due to the way that they write comics, they were in essence told to put their pencils down around about issue 6. They knew by issue 6, nobody was buying this absolute shite. And that was it. That was then. That was then the audience showing that Tim Drake was done. He was done as a character. They've never been able to do anything with him since. Why? Because they made him gay. And when you make a character gay in the comics, when you change a character from being what they were to something that they're not, you've intrinsically ruined that character forever. There's nothing you can do about it anymore because the writers that DC and Marvel hire are so low fucking IQ, so dog shit. This is another reason why comics aren't even fucking selling. Dog shit writing, dog shit fucking artwork. But that character will be nothing more than just gay. That's it. That's their whole identity now. Because all these people that are invested in identity politics, their identity becomes them. You know, it's literally them. So gay becomes them. Activist becomes them. And so when you criticize their politics, when you criticize their ideas, to them it's now a personal attack because their whole fucking world has become activism, gay, pink hair. That's now them. That's why they get so mad when you challenge their politics, you challenge what they do. I see you legalize adulthood. We'll get to you. And that's why discourse itself has become so disengaged. Because instead of having a difference of opinion that you can talk about, like Robert Myron, Burnett and me, we can have a great conversation about things that we don't agree on. And I don't mean necessarily politically. Robert and I had a great conversation once about the first episode of Loki, the TV show. He really liked it. I didn't like it. We had a great debate between each other on an episode. It was fantastic. Robert has opinions that I don't agree with within the pop culture sphere. He has a lot of takes that I do agree with because that's life. But the beauty of somebody like Robert is a normal human being. He's a man that has grown up. He's had a life. He's got experience. He's actually done things. He's touched grass. And so you can have wonderful conversations with Robert about all kinds of stuff. And then you can have the most amazing conversations with him on stuff that you love together. The Prisoner series that we did together is one of the most favorite things I've ever done on YouTube. Because it's because he's a real man. He's a proper human being. He's a normal human being. And the people who write these fucking things, they aren't, because their identity is everything to them. Their activism, it's fake. It's all performative because it's all narcissism ultimately. Is everything to them. So you can't have a conversation with them because if you criticize the fact that they turned Tim gay, they'll just go to basic bitch things like, well, you're homophobic. You're an ist, you're an ism, you're a homophobe, never mind the fact that our audiences are made up of, every single fucking demographic most likely under the sun. but it doesn't matter to them. But we are dealing with the most bizarre idiots who will call you a Nazi. And then if you ask them, what do you actually mean by that? They'll have no idea how to answer that question. I'm a Nazi. What do you actually mean by that? That I've systematically round up and genocided over 6 million Jews? Or support that? Well, the last time I checked, you guys were the anti-Semites. The last time I checked. They have no idea the verbiage, the words that they're using. They're just efforts to try and shut you up. That's it. Low IQ people. Low IQ, low intelligence. And for the most part, performative. The stuff that went on in Minnesota, do you think that's got anything to do with illegal immigrants? Or do you think it's got more to do with, I'm desperate to get myself on fucking television. I'm desperate to do my performative activism to make me feel important, to fuel my own narcissism. It's all self-aggrandizing. The woman who was shot in a car, all for TikTok. Tick-fucking-tock. Got killed over a TikTok video. This'll look great on TikTok. Me pushing through these guys with my car. TikTok. These aren't serious people. These aren't real people. And you could call them sheep, but I've got way more respect for sheep than these people. Way more respect. And they just drift. Where are your Ukrainian flags now? Where's your queers for Palestine now? You've moved on. You've moved on. But I'm sort of getting a little bit off track here. But what I'm trying to say is it's the same people that are doing this. I am too low IQ and unintelligent to actually look through the eyes of Tim Drake. Tim Drake must look through my lens as a queer woman. No, nobody bought the comic. It's been cancelled after 9 issues. Wow, whoever could have seen that happen? Who could have seen that, eh? Crazy, huh? Crazy. Oy vey. Oy vey. So actually, that might have gone on a little bit longer than I than I anticipated. Maybe I wasn't quite over it. Maybe I wasn't. But I knew the very moment, and I probably say it in one of those videos. I'm going to sniff some Earl Grey tea. Oh, beautiful, calming Earl Grey tea. Once you change the core of a character, that character will never, ever be the same again. Because you've broken what made them what they were in an effort to push an agenda for yourself. Do you think Batwoman, I'd say, is popular? She's not a popular character. She can't hold her own series. It doesn't last long. Nobody buys it. She was brought back simply to be a lesbian. Do you know the best stories about Batwoman in recent times? When it doesn't, in any capacity, have anything to do with her sexuality. James Tinian IV did a great run on Detective Comics. We had a really engaging storyline involving Batwoman, Clayface, Azrael. But these people, yeah, this is a good analogy. These people will come, they will break all your toys, and then they'll say, why don't you want to play with them anymore? It's still the toy. Yeah, but you've broken it. You've smashed it. You've destroyed it. It's just pieces now. Tim Drake killed, ruined because DC are run by weak, pathetic leadership. And that's Jim Lee. You can like Jim Lee's art all you want. You can like what he's done in the past. He's done some amazing stuff. He's an amazing artist, if you ask me. He's a terrible, terrible leader. And on his watch, DC have gone to shit. So much so that Jim Lee's only just recently fucking found manga. Oh, do you know this manga stuff? It's very difficult to compete with that. They do everything. Here in the West, we just deal with superheroes. Earth to Jim Lee, we've been telling you for fucking years. No, Jim Lee's a figurehead. He's just so that DC can go, Jim Lee is our president. Jim Lee is the head of DC Comics. Jim Lee just goes out and fucking fishes. He just goes out and fishes. And then when they need to reel him out to go, look, it's Jim Lee. Do something Jim Lee-ish. Then they do that. But he clearly doesn't give a flying fuck about DC Comics. Clearly doesn't. Because it's fallen to fucking shit. And if you saw that top comics list that we went through on Real BBC a couple of weeks ago, all it was Batman, absolute Batman, absolute Batman, absolute Batman, Batman, absolute Batman, Batman, Deadpool, Deadpool, Batman, absolute Bat. If Batman comics weren't selling, DC would be dead. I mean, they are dead. They're being propped up by Warner. But they would be even deader. DC and Marvel wouldn't exist if they didn't have their sugar daddy companies, Disney and Warner. By the way, Warner's up for sale. What does that say? Propping them up. Propping them up. And maybe something in the near future is going to give. It really is. Because Batman alone cannot keep DC afloat. I can't do that. He's got too much on his back. You let the wolf in the door, they're going to kill the sheep. You fucking idiots. And you let them in. You let all the fucking limp-wristed activists, fake activists, slacktivists in the door. And they killed your company to the degree that you couldn't afford the good people. So you had to be very stringent with who you could get on. And just now, DC, just in recent times, DC's had, we're doing a whole reboot. We're calling it the absolute verse. It's the only thing that's sold for DC in ages that isn't just Batman, but it is all Batman. It's hilarious. They're in such shit. It's unbelievable. It's unreal. What's their third reboot? Oh, no. The absolute, when I say a reboot, it's a completely different universe. It's not the mainstream universe. The mainstream universe has been rebooted 5 times in the last 12 years, 15 years. New 52, Rebirth. Then they had, God, what were they calling it? Well, there's meant to be the 5G, which got changed. Then there was or the all new DC or whatever it is. Oh, it's been a joke. It's been like 5 reboots of their main continuity in the last 15 years. Now, Flashpoint was that's not a reboot. Flashpoint wasn't. It's just a really good storyline. Right, enough about DC fucking comics. Here, let's read a couple of supers because there've been some biggies, and then I'll go into the next thing. Where I'm gonna talk about somebody that you might like, and you might be like, oh, but I just find this quite bizarre. Boobies, Kalioth with a 25-month membership. Thank you, Kalioth. And Kalioth with a $10 says, learned last night my local theatre chain Showcase Cinemas owned by Paramount is closing 16 spots. And more will as lack of attractive content continues, even if Trump saves Hollywood, theatres do. Trump can't save Hollywood. Trump can't do anything to save Hollywood because Hollywood can't help themselves. You can put all the tariffs and tax breaks and all that under the sun. You can't save an industry that don't want to save itself. You can't save an industry that doesn't want to create entertainment. Hollywood's killed itself, and fuck them. Kalioth with Colhauser with a 5 Canadian. Good morning, Az. Hope that you're well, my brother. Wasn't impressed with X-Transbot's Galvatron. No, that picture looked terrible. Absolutely terrible. Fans' Toys is far superior. Love you, bro. And that's why, Colhauser, love you too, bro. I'll see you on Saturday. That's why, Colhauser, I refuse to do business with people like X-Transbots, right? I refuse to do business reviewing their stuff because if I'm going to review something, I'm going to be fucking honest about it. And so if you go, yeah, and then they give you the Galvatron, then you review the Galvatron and go, this fucking transformation looks like dog shit. Oh, yeah. You can't say that. We can't give you any more stuff if you're going to be like that. Well, don't fucking ask then. That's why I refuse to be compromised by these companies. That's why I'll say what I want to say, and I'll pay for the items. So I have every right to say what I want to fucking say. So when that guy was just like, oh, you need to contact me for a fucking thing, good, fuck off. Number one, don't fucking talk to me like that, you fucking bint. No, I'll pay my monies. I'll earn my monies. Okay, that's a loose phrase. I'll pay for my stuff and I'll do it myself. I'll talk about it myself. I had some good stuff coming this week as well, chat. I had my 3-0 Baroness, 1 in 6 from G.I. Joe arrived, so I can put her now with Destro, power couple extraordinaire. Then I got the 2.0 version arrive of Armored Batman from Batman v Superman. That costume is freaking amazing. So I got that. I got my second Captain Picard from XO6 so that I can have him in both costumes. Regular costume and then the jacket from season 5 onwards from Darmok. Something else which I can't quite remember. Oh, Cisco, Commander Cisco arrived as well from X06. Buffalo Blue Bear with a membership for 35. Thank you. Ryan Welsh with a membership for 42. Thank you, Ryan. William Barr with a membership for 55. Thank you, Wilhelm. Snex with the $2 is Star Trek Starfleet Academy. It's Captain Gay. Yes, of course it's Captain Gay. They're all gay. Captain Barbarossa with a $5 is which side of the argument do you fall on if the Star Trek transporter kills the subject, and what does that mean for the soul either way? Man, that is a deep philosophical one. Look, I would like to think that when they teleport, the person that materializes is the same person. But if you look at the science of it, it's not. It's like if you look at the science, it's not, because the transporter gets a pattern of who you are, scrambles the molecules, and then realistically, no, it's a new person every time, just with all your memories, and you did. So, what does that mean for the soul? Well, the first time you go into a transporter, that's it. You're dead. What else? What's going on after that? It's just walking zombies. Have I seen the Lego Jaws set? The wonderful Martino bought me the Lego Jaws set for Christmas as a prezi. I'd like to build it on stream one day. So that was really cool of him. Doom Guy with a membership for 31. Thank you. DB with a membership for 21. Thank you. DB with the £2 says, as have you seen that MP indie game? We Are So Cooked. It sounds familiar, you know. But there's a few cooking things which I have looked at. We Are So Cooked. I'm just going to add it to my wish list. I'll have a look at it. It's on my wish list now, so I'll have a look at it. Mark Fields with a $2 says, hello from the Mitten State. Positive vibes to you and yours. Mark, and to you and yours, bud. James was the one with the Tim Drake one, so that's why we went to 40 minutes of Tim Drake ranting. Jimp with a $2 says, wow, you lost a lot of weight, looking good. I got so far to go, man. I got Nerf Herder with a $5 says, thanks for being awesome and making me laugh daily. Go Pats! Super Bowl today. It's the Super Bowl final today. Seahawks versus Patriots. Seahawks are the big favorites. 69-31. Never count out the Patriots. Never count us out. Do I think the Seahawks are going to win? I think the Seahawks are going to win. Is that going to stop me from cheering? No, my boys. I've been following the Patriots since 1986. Always been my boys. You never know what could happen. You never know what could happen. And if the Patriots win the Super Bowl, what are people's excuses going to be? Huh? Now what excuse have you got? Oh, they had such an easy run. Knocked out four of the biggest defenses in the fucking league. 4 of them. To get to where we are. Now, we do need to start scoring some fucking points. It's our defense which has kept us in this. Our offense is, it's It needs. Legalize adulthood with a
$100 super chatter.
I didn't even put a Griff goal up. What happened to your head? Blink twice slowly if you're being held captive by chat's mum against your will. Dude, if I was... That's never happening. Screens for the wank. Why? What did it do? What did it do to my head? What did it do to my head? Screens for the bankers! As he makes every character on Friday Night Tights gay to own the chuds and watches Gary's subscriber count plummet. Oh my God! Thank you, Legalize Adulthood, as he drops
20 gifted memberships to the stream.
Look at it, kids literally screaming outside. Thank you, Legalize Adult. Way too kind, buddy. Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you for a little while. Good to see you, bud. Doom Guy dropping
10 memberships to the stream.
Thank you as well, Doom Guy. Appreciate you, bud. DB with a £2 says, "As why is the reverse thing?" I hear so much. It's failing. You must be hearing that from people that can't even get their fucking books out, that nobody's supporting anymore, that's losing fans daily because all their content is saying dumb shit because they're too lazy to do what they should be doing, finishing your fucking books. But they don't want to because they don't care. They got the money, they don't care. The irony is, of course, the very people that they're trying to say all this stuff to are the very people that they just ripped off, stole money from. Where's the fucking books? 5 years, 6 years. Fucking, it's a joke. You can't fucking criticize. You can't criticize somebody else when you yourself are a fucking. You put the fucking white makeup on, the red fucking nose, and the big fucking wig. Hey, I'm a big fucking clown criticizing somebody's business, which is doing really well. By the way, 5 fucking years and counting, can't get any books out. Oh, Spinwood, I saw you. I'll get back to you on Insta. I saw your message on Instagram. I'll get back to you on Instagram, dude. I was going to get back to you a few days ago, and I forgot. I was like, oh, I'm going to get back to Spinwood today, and then I forgot. So yeah, people in glass houses and all that, but there again, when you've got no pride, you know, what can you do? When they've got no pride, no self-awareness, you know, no morals, no moral compass, you know. Paquet Albert Gabriel with a 10 Canadian says, "We live in a time where dopamine seekers go insane and psychotic for their dose. Now we need insane asylums back in the West ASAP. We're all going to hell in a handbasket. Polate!" So social media has revealed a lot about people, and there's a lot of empty people out there. A lot of empty people out there that feel their lives have no meaning unless they have strangers click a heart symbol on the most generic of posts. It just says more about them than anything. Get a hobby. They need to get hobbies. They need to turn those PCs off and actually get out in the world and do something. Anjanette, Mean Vibe, has become a member on the YouTube channel. Anjanette, thank you. David Smart Jr. with the $2 says, "Ayaz, So why Superman wearing boxing tape? On what? I need some more context here, David. Are most Brits Patriots fans? I don't know. I have no idea. I doubt it. No, I think no. I think if you spoke to a bunch of Brits who were American football fans, I guarantee you'll probably get a big spread of teams. But I was what, 11 years old when I started watching American football. So New England had the word England in it. So I'm an 11-year-old kid. So I'm like, oh, I'll support that team because they've got England. It's New England. That's just that. Super Nintendo with a $5 and part 1 of 3. Number 1. Something I think was overlooked in the Hayden episode was that it wasn't just an immigration allegory. It was an anti-assimilation allegory. I think you mean the Gaiden. The Klingons would not comport to Federation values, so instead the Federation had to comport to Klingon values. Or in other words, the incoming culture did not have to respect and abide by the host's cultural values. Instead, the host culture had to respect and abide by the incoming culture's values. I think that's a really good point. I think that's a really good point. I absolutely agree with you on this, by the way. If I was to say everything that I wanted to say about an episode of Star Trek, I'm not even joking. The review video would be probably 2 to 3 hours long each, and I'm not spending 2 to 3 hours. But no, I absolutely agree. The story, but I think a lot of it, to be honest with you, Super Nintendo, is absolutely abysmal storytelling. That's half the problem. Is abysmal storytelling. But if you look at all of the episodes, none of them is about self-growth. They pretend it to be. They pretend, oh, this week, this character is going to discover something about themselves and they're going to grow because of it. No, it's actually quite the opposite. If you look at all the characters, they're treading water, they're going nowhere. Because every time they go on one of their journeys, the result of the journey is you're great just the way you are. In other words, they cannot ever grow and learn because instead of actually being challenged about life and realizing that it's not all about them or challenging their thought processes or their ideology and realizing that things can develop, things aren't black and white, all they're being told every time is, you are just amazing the way that you are. No growth potential there. Zero growth potential. That's why all of these characters in Kot7K are so one-dimensional and so shite. Because none of them ever fucking grow. They never learn. Look at the next generation. Look how many times Data or another character has to go on a journey. They learn something. They come out of it either a better person because of it, or they come out questioning their own values because they were challenged on them. But these characters, no. Jaden is an honorless cur. And his sexuality, in reality, would get him killed by the Klingon Empire. Certainly a Klingon Empire on the verge of extinction. But you will never have that storyline being told. Why? Because it goes against current day sensibilities, ideology of the writers. because they are too close-minded to understand nuance and actual challenge. Because it's never about, am I wrong? It's always about, these other people need to see that we're right. They are the dumbest, close-minded fucking cunts that have ever fucking existed. Because it would have been very challenging to have a Klingon, particularly, by the way, if Jaden was a really masculine Klingon, a warrior Klingon that happened to be gay, then that could be different because he upholds all the values of the Klingon Empire, but his sexuality is different. And there could have been a story to be told there, potentially. Admittedly, boring because gay storylines are always just about, I'm gay, that's it, blah. But Jaden had no honor. And he was, his family, his father wanted him to be a warrior. They wanted him to learn the Klingon way, but his brother enabled him. I want to take you out hunting, but really, just go bird watching, Jaden. Just go bird watching. You just be you because you're so amazing just the way you are. Well, you probably should have had a storyline about one of the brothers challenging why the other brother wasn't wanting to be a warrior and how it meant, what it really means to be a warrior. But now, of course, because the Klingons are so masculine and they hate masculinity, they had to destroy that. So now being a warrior and having a code is no longer about how Klingons exist. It's about how Jaden wants to exist. And so a whole fucking race, never mind the Federation bending the knee to their fucking ideology, the whole race has bent their knee to fucking Jaden's ideology. The Klingons are dead. They're going extinct. They can't be saved because they've been written to be far leftist, ideological, close-minded, retarded fuckwits. An assimilation of cultures, that's the only thing that allows cultures to exist alongside each other. If you are moving to another culture, if you're saying we want to move and live here, but we'll only abide by our own cultural values, you are not assimilating into that culture. And that can only end up one way: conflict. Because you have a conflict of ideology. Why do you think there's so much uproar today when it comes to things like immigration? But they don't want to have those conversations because to them, it's black and white because they're fucking idiots. There is no nuance with them. There is no debate. There is no argument. There is only we are right and you must capitulate. That is why Star Trek, current Star Trek, Kurtzman Trek, is dog shit. Because instead of having an open mind, the writers' minds are closed. Instead of having questions posed, they only want to give you their answers instead. This is why it will never, ever change. And this is why this show is a laughing stock. It is an actual laughing stock. For as much as I do the reviews and I try to make it as entertaining for you as I possibly can, the simple fact is that this is television to just be poked and laughed at. There is nothing else that can be done. You cannot have a serious discussion when these people are so fucking brain dead. And yes, instead of the Klingons accepting the planet from the United Federation, and then the United Federation and the Klingon Empire could have sat down at a table and had a discussion. You know, this has opened the door for us to sit down and talk. It's like, no, we'll take your planet and fucking do one. We won't assimilate into your culture. Why is it? I just got a question. Why is it if everything, if I don't know, this could get me arrested in the UK. I don't know. If all these cultures that we get told about are so amazing and so wonderful, why are they all coming over to our fucking life? Our countries? Huh? Why? If it's so amazing, so great, so fantastic over there, and they're so wonderful, and they're so, oh my God, what incredible. Why are they all fucking immigrating to us? Now I could answer that. I can't. I'll get arrested. I would get arrested in the fucking Nazi state of the fucking UK, where Starmer has jailed more people than anyone else around the fucking world for posts on the internet, where women that get raped have to go to classes themselves to stop them from becoming. I can't go any further. I'll get arrested. Get arrested. I get arrested by Herr Starmer and his group of fucking Gestapo pigs. Crimson Shadow with a £3 super sticker. It's Crimson Shadow, so that's going to be a fist bump. Boom. B. Juan with a $2 is just waiting. Oh, just waiting out the month for Resident Evil 9. I never want time to tick away. I never wish time away. Time is very precious. But yes, I am very excited for Resident Evil 9. Very excited. Jaded Fett has been a member for 28, says always a good start to a Sunday listening to ours and building Lego. UCS TIE Interceptor. Nice. Now that Morley's finished Expedition 33, think he'll have a chat about it on Real BBC, or did I miss that already? We wouldn't have a discussion about it on Real BBC unless Gary wasn't there. If Gary wasn't there, then maybe. But I don't know. Maybe that's it. You know, it's been a while since that's come out. So, SJ Almighty with a £1 for the Diamond Geezer super sticker. Thank you, SJ Almighty. And Spinwood gifting 50 memberships to the stream. Thank you, Spinwood. My Canadian pal. Legalize out of hood with another $10 as it looks like you have a bruise on the left of side of your head. Oh, yes. I was buzzing my hair early just before the stream, you know, buzzing like that. And when I did this, I clouted. I don't know why. I clouted the thing into the side of my head there. So I've given it a bit of a bump. I wonder if it's going to bruise, but it's reddened really quick. Gave it a bit of a bump. That's what you get when you rush. That's what you get when you rush. Maybe just the gay prostitute lightning. Hey, I love my gay prostitute lighting. Thank you. Kelsall with the 5 months says great stream as always. Cheers, as thank you. Dale with the $5 says, have you heard about the newest game to TV idea? Oh, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. Without Lorian's input, they're gonna kill D&D next. Yeah, I don't get excited about any of these things. They're looking to make a Baldur's Gate 3 TV series. Wonderful, have fun. Cole Hauser with a 5 Canadian says, go Pats! Fucking come on! You never know what could happen. Palace have scored? What the fuck? Do you know what, Dave? I haven't even got it open. After 13 matches without a win, I haven't even got it. I ain't even got it open. Brighton 0, Crystal Palace 1. Are Palace gonna break their 13 matches without a win? It says Palace on a 12-game winless run. I'm sure it's 13. If they win, they would go up to 13th place. Jesus. I think we're at home to Burnley next. And you've got to be looking for 3 points there. You've got to. Don't give me hope, Palace. Don't give me hope, for the love of goodness. Joke of all butts with a 5 months is, hi, Az. I hope you suffer, you handsome thin man. Should you want to win my affection, you should do a deathless Gollum run or 100% Star Wars Outlaws. Guys, all you need to do for me to play Star Wars Outlaws is one singular drop of $2,000, not even pounds. I'm being really happy. I'm being generous here. Into PayPal. Boom. There you go. I'll do a run of Star Wars Outlaws. Otherwise, you can do one. Deathless Gollum run, impossible. Ministry of Wrong Think with the $5. His thoughts on the Ashes Ash creation. I haven't looked into this. I need to look into this. I want to do a video on this. But as far as, correct me if I'm wrong, I've heard that Ash's creation has terminated. Steve, here's a let me just read a message from, I think, one of the developers. I can make a limited statement from my personal capacity and not behalf of the company regarding the situation. Control of the company shifted away from me and the board began directing actions that I could not ethically agree with or carry out. As a result, I have chosen. Sorry, I lost my spot. As a result, I have chosen to resign in protest rather than lend my name or authority to decisions I could not ethically support. Following my resignation, much of the senior leadership team resigned. Following those departures, the board made the decision to use WARN Act notices and proceed with a mass layoff. I cannot responsibly speak to further details at this time due to an ongoing legal and governance matters. What I can say is that the developers and staff acted in good faith and deserve better than the uncertainty they are now facing. I am incredibly dismayed by the situation. That was from Stephen Sheriff. If you go to the website, the website is still up. There's nothing on the website that I can see that says that it's been cancelled, but it seems to be developed. Excuse me. It seems to be developmentally done. It seems to be done. Red Dead Sights with a $10 says, as I'm happy for you and that your team made it to the Super Bowl somehow. But go Seahawks, and I hope you have a great day, man. R.I.P. Star Trek. Look, to all my Seahawk fans out there, good luck to you today, honestly. Good luck to you today. Because you never know what could happen. You never know. You could have a 3rd and goal and do a pick play instead of just passing it to Marshall Lynch to fucking beast mode it into the, like he'd been doing all fucking game. Desroma with a $10 says, glad to see you're surviving Starfleet Academy. Seen touch and go there for a bit. At least you finally watched Knights of the Seven Kingdoms. Thoughts on the last episode? Knights of the Seven Kingdoms is incredible. It's a fantastic show. All 4 episodes I've seen. I've seen them all. It was a pleasure to watch. Absolute pleasure. So if you are sitting on this, don't. It is brilliant. It's a really, really good show. Dunk is exceedingly likable. His morality is just, it's so wonderful to see. He is surrounding, of course, by typical Game of Thrones characters, so one man's honor isn't necessarily another man's honor. But this is a remarkable show. So yeah, I thoroughly advise you to watch. Jaded Fett with a $50 super chatter. Easy fix to Gaydon's character. He completed this warrior training, was really good, honors his clan, but doesn't want to fight or marry. Go scientist to figure out how to repopulate his race using science competence and conflict versus pandering bullshit. Well, that would involve actually having some really good writing about, do I just exist with my people, or do I move away to a group that has vastly superior technology that will allow me to try and work out a method to repopulate the species? And it could lead to some very good debate with Klingons and common ground being found, but they're not clever enough for this shit. You see, Jaden's gay. And that's all the show cares about. That's it. That's the be all and end all. That's where it starts. That's where it ends. G Calls with a $5 says, I'm new to the Transformers fandom. Has Megatron's backstory always been that he was a former gladiator? No. Would you recommend any shows or movies? Well, sir, you got to start in the 1984 cartoon, and then you got to watch the 1986 The Transformers, the movie, then go to seasons 3 and 4 of the G1 cartoon, and then you got to stop and say, I'm a G1 purist to the day that I die, and you'll be fine. You will be fine. DD with a 10 Brazilian says, Palace scored, or so I see. And they are currently still 1-0 up, but there's 25 minutes to go. So it's a long time to go yet. It's a long time to go yet. This apparently is this is our local derby. It's not our local derby at all, but this is our biggest rivalry, is Brighton. Which is pretty odd, you know. We're a South London, Croydon football team. Our biggest rivals are going to be a bunch of drag queens and bisexuals in Brighton. I don't know. I guess they like queer bashing. Anyway, legalize adulthood with a $10 says, don't tempt me with outlaws, you gamer word. I mean, that's been the deal since day one. It's gonna destroy brain cells for me. It's gonna destroy a lot of brain cells for me. So I said that from day one, but I've made it very specific. It's got to be a singular drop of $2,000 with a "this is for Star Wars Outlaws," and then I'll do it. Otherwise, I ain't touching it. Ain't touching it. No, sir. No, sir. Mikey Gaslat with a 34-month says, are you excited for Resi 9? Oh, yes. Like you, I don't know much except for the first and third person modes and Ashley being more horror focused, Leon being more action focused. I hope it's really good. That is pretty much all I know, Mikey. That, well, not Ashley, but the first girl. I can't remember what the first girl's called. But her elements are going to be more horror, more trying to escape. Leon's going to be more action orientated, guns, melees, bang bang, and switch the gameplays. Other than that, I don't know shit about shit on purpose. On purpose. Specs Grad with a $5 says, comic book question for you. Why was coloring in so bad? For example, Dark Horse Alien series had Newt brunette, where continuity she was blonde. I mean, that's a company mistake, man. That's just a company mistake. There was lots of back in the day, there was lots of color mistakes. I remember when I used to buy the Transformers cartoon, there were coloring mistakes all over the place when it came to the Transformers. So let's just say coloring mistakes have been a hallmark of comics for a long, long time. Long time. Joke of all butts with a 50 Danish says, thoughts on hardcore WoW? Can you imagine losing days, weeks of playtime to random AoE or a healer lagging? The clips of hardcore deaths are so funny. I would be interested in doing a hardcore run if it wasn't for the fact that I fucking hate Blizzard. I hate them as a company. You see, there was like 20%. I was like 20% interested in trying the new expansion purely because I wanted to see what the player housing was going to be about. But then you got the fact that it's World of Warcraft and it's gay as fucking dog shit. And you've got people like Chris Metzen saying, I wish we wouldn't have called it Warcraft. It's such an intimidating name. And then the cope afterwards being like, oh, it was only meant, you know, jokingly. It's like, it's not really though. They've just, the World of Warcraft used to be one of the greatest, because it isn't anymore. Used to be one of the greatest MMOs, if not the greatest MMORPG of all time. And it hasn't been that way for over a fucking decade. And I saw an article talking to Ian Hasn't Got a Clue, aka Ian Hazacostas. Ian Hasn't Got a Clue, where they're like praising him because this expansion is only 18 months after the last expansion, which I haven't heard shit about other than some terrible fucking cutscenes. and they were praising him, saying, "This is great. You know, you've got this expansion out after 18 months." You know, bearing in mind that World of Warcraft's like what, 22 years old. And Ian was just like, "Yeah, we've been wanting to do this, you know, to get expansions out quicker." Fuck me. I have heard that since 2010. I've been hearing that for 15 fucking years. Yeah, we want to get expansions out once a year. We want to get expansions out every 18 months. Blah blah. 15 fucking years I've heard that for. So after 15 years, they get one out in 18 months and they want a fucking pat on the back. Go fuck off. Jesus. But yeah, I think my biggest disappointment is that I would have expected in the year 2026, 2025, 2026, that some company, whoever it would be, some company would have created the legitimate next gen experience in RPG gaming, and it's never come. It's never fucking come. You know, where is that? Where is that next generation? Where is that MMORPG which just blows everything away out of the water? Revolutionizes it, you know? It's just not, it's not there. There's no desire to make it. Or would it cost too much and we can make a game for much cheaper and smaller team and monetize it up to the eye bollocks, so profit. You know, nobody's wanting to make it. And it's such a shame. I am looking forward, very much forward, to Crimson Desert. That game to me is looking like a good single player RPG. So fingers crossed on that one. Now, some positive news about that is IGN, I think, gave it some criticism. So already I think that's cool. But yeah, I'm liking the look of Crimson Desert a lot. I'm liking the look of that. Fingers crossed. Don't let me down. Brian Ross with the $5 says, "I've been a Hawks fan since the 70s. Super Bowl 49 turned me into the Hulk." I'm so sorry. Well, I'm sorry, not sorry, Brian. If you'll obviously understand that. I could have thrown Pete Carroll to the moon for that terrible call. Sorry, not sorry. You know, it's not all I can say, I'm afraid. But hey, look, we've lost a lot of Super Bowl finals. We've won in 6, but we've lost 5. So I have felt a lot of Super Bowl defeat. The first one against Chicago, I didn't, because it was only later, you know, the year later that I started supporting Patriots. But you know, the one in the 90s, I couldn't believe that I never thought that the Patriots would get to the Super Bowl in my lifetime. Because if you know what the Patriots were like in the late 80s and early 90s, you'll understand why. You know, we were it used to be 16 matches back then. We were 3 of 13, you know, those were our kind of seasons. And then when we lost that, I thought that was it. Honest to God, I thought that was it. When we lost the Super Bowl final, then I thought that's it. I don't think I'll ever see Patriots in the Super Bowl final in my lifetime. Or certainly not a Super Bowl win in my lifetime. And here I sit now with that unbelievable dynasty 6 Super Bowl wins, 5 Super Bowl defeats. Is insane. Yeah, well, Bill Belichick and Tom Brady happened, and the rest, as they say, is history. Well, the rest, as they say, is legendary. That's what they say, but Mr. Brain, remember last season, Patriots, what, 3-14? Last season, 3-14? So the Patriots have gone from 3-14. Yeah. So, somehow Vrabel returned. Yeah. You know, I never used to like seeing him on the other side because he was such a good head coach. But now he's all ours. But I think last season Patriots were 3-14. And so to go from 3-14 to the Super Bowl final, whatever happens today, 4-13. Okay. Wow, we're 4-13. So whatever happens today, and I really hope the boys win. But whatever happens today, so fucking proud of the Patriots. So proud of the Patriots. Oh, well, yeah, because Bill Belichick, they didn't put him in as a first ballot Hall of Famer. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that Bill's now said, I'm not putting myself up for consideration. That's, so he's now fucked the Hall of Fame. Well, the Hall of Fame have fucked themselves because I don't think Bill Belichick wants to be considered anymore. That's it. He's taken his bat and ball home, and now they can't induct him into the Hall of Fame. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I think I heard something like that. I heard something along those lines. Just over 10 minutes to go in the Palace game. They're still holding on to that one goal. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. Hold on. Mr. Brain Freeze. Sorry, Mr. Brain Freeze with the €5 says, "Hi, Az. Did you play RoboCop Unfinished Business?" Oh, absolutely not. I'm currently playing Rogue City. How does it compare to it? Rogue City was amazing. The DLC looked like a fucking joke. Most of it, you're playing a fucking black woman for some reason. That DLC just fucking bait and switched the hell out of that game. I don't know what the fuck happened, but that can go fuck itself, that DLC. Fuck right off. So I would advise not purchasing the DLC. Yeah, I know there's a lot of controversy around Bill Belichick and Inflategate and lip reading, remember that? All that kind of stuff. There's a lot of, but hey, the guy was industrious. The guy was fucking industrious, man. MJO Skyver with a $5 says it'd be nice to see not Claire obscure clones, mind you, but just more games that in their own unique, super fun ways thoroughly honor classic JRPGs. No, I know exactly what you mean, and I totally agree. Don't want clones, but a nice spin and modern spin, not modernity spin, but modern technologically spin on JRPGs. Great to me. If you are a subscribe to my gaming channel at HVB Gaming, I did a video a few weeks ago called "What's It All About?" and I was looking at this game called Parasite Monster or something. I can't remember. Parasite Mutant or something, which is coming out soon, which is essentially a modern, in terms of graphics and whatever, and likely gameplay, a modern take on Parasite Eve. And I like that sort of thing. So yes, make those things happen. Stephen DeLeon with a member for 22 says, "Shout out West Texas. My name is Ray Skywalker. So long, gay boy." Okay. Parasite Mutant looks amazing. I cannot wait to play it. Sam876 with a membership for 40 says, did you see the new Crimson Desert combat video? Again, I've seen little bits. I like what I see. When I start to like what I see, I step away from looking at stuff because then I just want to enjoy it and experience it when I first go in. And I can say that I've seen enough of Crimson Desert that I don't want to look at any videos. It's got to be a day one purchase, and I'll stream it. Dragon Wise with a $2 says Star Trek Starfleet Academy could learn something from the Jetsons. Dude, it could learn something from a children's coloring book. Malcolm Tucker with a $20 says, as I just watched some of the best Star Trek, Balance of Terror, Space Seed, Khan, Trouble with Tribbles. My God, how the mighty have fallen. Kot7K isn't Star Trek. It's as simple as that. It's not Star Trek. And thank you, Malcolm, for a 20, man. Nerd Takes with a $2 says, let's go, New England Patriots. Let's go, Go, Pats. You never know what could happen. You know, there's a lot of comfortable Seattle fans out there today. A lot of comfortable Seattle fans. If Seattle win today, nothing new was expected, you know? It's what was expected. Now, if Seattle don't win, that's a whole different conversation. If Seattle win today, it's all part of the plan. But if one Drake May touchdown puts the Patriots over the top, then everybody loses their mind. Let's go, Drake May. I'm gay for May. Kiki Chili Pepper with a £10. Thank you, Kiki Chili Pepper. Appreciate you. Marty Gassler with a $5 says, to be fair, you only play as that woman once in RoboCop DLC. Also, the 60 frames a second Far Cry upgrades are not censored as well. Far Cry upgrades are not censored. They've said that they've censored it. I need to look into that, Mikey, because they said that they'd censored it. Well, from what I can gather, you might play with her once, but apparently you play with her for like a lot of the DLC or an annoying proportion of the DLC. I don't buy RoboCop DLC to not play RoboCop. If I want to play some stupid bint, I'll buy the stupid bint simulator. It's a bait and switch to me. See you later, Kiki. Got stuff to do. Grab Thar's Hammer with a $2 says, I didn't know which coastal team I care less about. Pick one. Anyone. Right. Okay, that's caught us up to that. Yeah, I want to bring this up. I'm very confused about this. Now, I like the person we're going to talk about. Okay, I like them. But I am very confused by this take. So let's bring it up. Oh, so actually, before I do, let's give some context. Earlier in the week, Angel of Death, Jeff Keighley, put out a tweet promoting an upcoming game from Guerrilla Games called Horizon Hunter's Gathering. A game that's set in the Horizon universe. Not that I think anybody fucking gives a shit about the Horizon universe anymore. I think after Horizon 2, you know, you're pretty much done. Now, Horizon Hunters Gathering is a PvE MMO, not MMO. Let's say lobby based, I guess, where you team up a la Monster Hunter, a la Phantasy Star Online, where you team up with other hunters to take down the creatures, right? I like this genre. I like, you know, I've liked a bit of Monster Hunter. I think Monster Hunter's lost its way quite a bit, though. But, you know, I used to love playing me some Phantasy Star. I used to love playing some Monster Hunter back in the day. And, well, if you haven't seen it, should I show the trailer? I'm gonna show the trailer, okay? Trailer only. In case you haven't seen this, please know it's too late now. We're at the point of no return. We are at the point of no return. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna, you know, just smash through it, right?
From the ashes of the old world.
Now, if you want my take on all of this, go watch my video, okay? But you know, looks very Fortnitey. Baby, don't hurt me no more.
Came machines. For ages, they were the guardians of the natural world. And they turned against us. Now, they're getting deadlier by the day. All across
The first hunter's nice fat dude. Get ahead.
the land. People are dying. That's why our leader gave me this command.
Smirky McSnarky face. I'm surprised didn't you just have a go like she did all throughout Horizon 2, and then she was gay.
We have to fight back.
By the way, I'm not even joking, by the way. They made Aloy the most annoying, horrible bitch in Horizon Zero 2, and then either in the end or the DLC made her gay.
And to do that, we need a team. Soldiers.
Well, it looks like they've stolen all this guy's food.
Who always hold the line.
Don't worry, get plenty. Here's the
Mercenaries.
This is a best of the best hunter, a 600-pound woman. Not only is it a 600-pound woman, it's a 600-pound woman with
Who may have crossed it now and then.
one leg. It's a 600-pound woman with one leg because she lost it to the sugarfoot, to the diabetes. To the diabetes. So the sugarfoot got cut off. Pray I don't cut off even more.
Infiltrators. Who hide in the dark.
Everyone's got that fucking shit-eating smirk on their face. Every fucking time. Go to a character. Go to a character. Go to a character. Fuck me. AI slop.
And champions.
This is the character for the pedos.
Who shine in the light. Upstarts. Whose story.
Wait, we got a brown kid bouncing through the trees like a
are just beginning.
Okay.
And legends. Looking for one last shot. The last line of defense.
All the villagers are fat as well. Why is everyone's just fat? Look how fat everyone is. What kind of apocalypse is it? The apocalypse of fucking milk and honey?
Line of defense. For those who need it.
God, this. If only this had more purple in it, it'd be better. If it only had more purple, it'd be better.
Most.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God they decided to have more purple.
Made up of the greatest hunters in the land.
You can't exactly do that when you put this thing next to it. Look at the greatest hunter in the land. X'd out. That's the only thing my fucking controller's going to be doing.
This is Hunter's Gathering.
It looks. I gave my opinion. Go watch my video. To me, it looks awful. Absolutely awful. Modernity slop. And I didn't just watch the trailer. I watched their reveal. So I was looking at the gameplay and stuff like that. And the gameplay looked. It fucking Palace won! Brighton 0, Palace 1, full time. Holy shit, are they feeling okay? You guys feeling okay? Anyway, I saw the gameplay, and the gameplay looked very generic. It just, now things to be even more concerned about for me is that this was announced as a live service, free to play live service. So it's going to be microtransactioned out of the fucking wazoo. Or it's live service. No, actually, like I say free to play. I'll take that back. It's live service, but I don't know if they're actually going to charge for it as well. So they might actually, I don't know if they're actually going to charge for it and have it live service, but it's definitely live service. And it shows that you can customize weapons and armor and stuff like that. So yeah, they'll be selling skins and all kinds of weapon skins, personnel skins, blah, 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 adding new characters, blah, 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 blah. It'll be a monetization pit like all live action service games are, and it looks basic and generic as fuck. So that's the context, right? So this is what surprises me. this isn't a call out. I'm just very, very surprised. And it'd be interesting to hear his reasoning as to why. But here we go. Mark Kern, aka Grums, been a big consumer advocate, big anti fucking what would just generalize as woke, person. Has his own game in development, has for a number of years now. It's come under a lot of fire in the past from, some nasty, nasty people. And he stood his ground. So he's been, it's been very, very cool to deal with. I like Mark. But I cannot for the life of me understand this take. Horizon Hunters Gathering is getting slammed for this character and for, quote, yet another live service game. Fully understandably. Why? We've seen how live service microtransactions have been so egregiously terrible in the past. We're sick and tired of these modernity characters. If this was an Eastern game, would this character look like this? Fuck no. Would any of the characters look like they look? Fuck no. Would they look 10 times better? Fuck yes. I'm going to try it. Because I like the idea of teaming up with hunters and taking down monsters, aka Monster Hunter PvP style. Okay. There's nothing wrong with liking a concept. A genre. I like it. I like Monster Hunter. I like Phantasy Star Online. I like teaming up with a group of people to take down mobs. Conan Exiles. Slightly different, but same sort of premise when you're getting onto big creatures and you get into the dungeons and shit like that. I like that. But there's a difference between concept and implementation. And it's all about the implementation. We love sci-fi. That doesn't mean we have to like Starfleet Academy or try Starfleet Academy because it's under the genre of sci-fi, even though it's not science fiction. Of course not. So I'm so baffled by this take. As you know, which I responded, this is a bizarre take. Because I would have expected somebody like Mark to have said something like, I like this genre. I like Monster Hunter World. But, once again, we're greeted with these awful looking characters, multicultural, blah, blah, blah. Now, understand a video game. You do want to have variation and all that kind of crap. Because you got to appeal to as broad a demographic as possible because you want, cool looking people and whatnot. But this ain't it. This ain't it. Having this like fat fucking blob with one leg. What? So what have they done? Oh, we got to tick the disabled. We got to tick the fucking body positivity. This is as fucking woke as it fucking gets. Right? This is as modernity as it fucking gets nowadays. This is modern character.
And mercenaries.
That is modernity, the character. This is the kind of stuff I see something like this and I'm like, let them fucking die. Let that company fucking rot. Oh, I have bruised it there, Mark. Legalize adulthood. I banged here and I clouted myself there, but I didn't realize this is, it's sore. Oh, that's bruised up. Look at that. That's bruised up. Ooh. Even if you take away the peg leg and put a second leg on, It's still fucking ridiculously ugly, disgusting character, right? I am a fat blob. I don't want to fucking play a fat blob. I want to play a cool character that looks awesome. And like, yeah. I don't need the world outside my window reflected back to me. Or in my case, the world inside my fucking mirror. But this is such a bizarre take. Even if the gameplay was extraordinary, right? Oh no, actually, do you know what? I'm going to go down a different pathway, right? Hero shooters. There has been an overabundance of hero shooters in recent times. So much so that people can be very fussy as to, if I showed, I'll show you the devs. I'll show you the devs. I'll show you the devs. And by the way, you're all correct. I'll show you the devs. I'll show you the devs. Woman, 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 woman. Well, well, well. Yes, this is definitely a well, well, well. And apparently there was a lot of, or there was that trailer was actually made through AI, which so yes, the developers are exactly how you expect them, how you would expect them to be. But that is yeah. So there's an abundance of, now this isn't a hero shooter, but I'm using hero shooters as an example. Now, what have we seen in the hero shooter genre? We saw Concord, $400 million at least put into that game in some form or another, even if it was Sony acquiring it. 400 million. What did it pride itself on? Well, it prided itself on modernity, on its white hatred. There was multiple characters, I think at least 12 characters in that game, not a single white male character, and they were proud of that. They had multiple, like, white women, 3 white women, you know, blah, 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 but no white men. They prided them. They prided them. Modernity. We're going to make a video game and it's going to have no playable white male characters. Stunning and brave. Oh my God. Dead! Now, I'm not saying dead because it has no white male characters to play. I'm saying dead because your game was made from an extremist political slant and you killed yourself because people knew and saw your intent. And your characters are fat and ugly and disgusting and bland and your gameplay was basic as fuck. And so when an audience, when we see exactly the intentions of that company, you're done. 2 secs, chat. You didn't want to create the next greatest hero shooter. What you wanted to do was make a political message. Our political message is diversity trumps everything. Our political ideology is we don't need white men in the gaming industry. That's just a fucking fallacy. The gaming industry is so diverse. This game will thrive. Racist pigs. And again, that word, modernity. How many days did Concord live for? Was it was less than, just slightly less or slightly over than 2 weeks or something? I don't even know if it was that far. Hey, Google, how long was the video game Concord live for before it was closed? Two weeks. There you go. Shut up. If I ask for your fucking opinion, I'll ask. 2 weeks. Then we had Ubisoft's X Defiant. Couldn't find an audience. Very generic hero shooter. Could not find an audience. Shut it down. They shut it down last year, last June. Then we get, oh my God, I can't even remember what it's called at the moment. What was the latest one? Begins with H. High Guard. High Guard. High Guard. Let's just see how High Guard's doing, shall we, everyone? Huh? Yeah? Let's have a look at High Guard. Let's see what this brings to the table. Oops. Wrong button. Boo! It's been out since the 26th of January, and that's it. And it now has a peak of just over 7,000, 7,500. Right now, because it's the weekend, 5.5K. But look at that trajectory. It'll get its little weekend bump, and then it'll start going down, 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 down again. It's been active for 2 weeks. It's pretty much dead. Dead. Why? Well, I don't personally agree with this sentiment. But apparently some people say it was woke. It's woke. I don't necessarily agree with that. I will say, however, that the characters I find very bland. I find the characters to be basic as fuck. The gameplay looked clunky and messy and awkward. The maps were too big for 3v3. Yes, they've now brought in 5v5. There were server issues, server problems, disconnections, inability to connect. Lots of technical problems with the game. Lots of technical problems with the game. Player base gone. 2 weeks. Player base already gone. Player base was already gone after 2 or 3 days. Now then, let's have a look at another hero shooter. Now, this hero shooter has been out for 14 months now, just over a year. And right now has 79,000 people still playing it. Why, it's Marvel Rivals. All-time peak, 644,000. Current 24-hour peak, 131,000. sort of like holding its audience, finding its hardcore audience. So it's essentially found its hardcore audience since May of last year. Now, can anybody in the chat, is there such a wise person? Can anybody in the chat tell me why you think Marvel Rivals has succeeded where the other games have failed? I mean, brevity is the soul, is the soul of wit and all that. But can you give us an idea? Most of the Overwatch players, I imagine, will be going through the Blizzard launcher and not Steam. I'll take Jaded Fets because it pretty much sums it up perfectly. Hot characters, great gameplay. The aesthetic of the characters was great. The male characters, muscular, masculine, looked awesome. Depending on which type of character they were, of course. Female characters look like females, feminine, sexy, and gameplay-wise, they utilized the skills of those heroes and concocted some really great gameplay. I've played this. I enjoyed it. I was on the Punisher. I was really enjoying playing as the Punisher. It's a fun game. Everything about this game was fun. The gameplay was fun. The characters looked fun, etc. Now, Marvel Rivals was made by NetEase, the Chinese company NetEase. The others that I've mentioned, High Guard, X-Defiant, Hunter's Gathering, we'll add them in as well, Concord, all Western gaming companies. Do you think there was a political agenda from NetEase when they made that game? Serious question. Do you think there was a political agenda when they made that game? Or if your answer is no, then allow me to ask you another question. What was their agenda with that game? What was their agenda to make that game? You've already answered the question. People are ahead of me. You've got a smart audience when my audience is already ahead of me. Yeah, their politics was to make fucking money. That was their politics, to make money. And with a game, a live service game, that currently has a 24-hour peak of 131,000 people, with essentially 80,000 people in the game right now. And remember, it's 8 a.m. in the morning Pacific time right now. How much money do you think this game's making? Huh? I couldn't even begin to guess. All I could say is, I think this game is making fucking bank. That's what I think. I think this game's making bank. Marvel Rivals is the game we're discussing right now. Because I've just been talking about Hunter's Gathering, Horizon Hunter's Gathering. Chinese communists want to make money and Western developers want to make statements. They want to make political statements. They want to make ideological statements. Making money and having this type of ideology is in conflict with each other. Your fucking political agenda is in conflict with your desire to make profit. Not my fucking problem. But that Hunter's Gathering trailer looked fucking abysmal. It's not about making money, it's about sending a message. That Hunter's Gathering trailer, here, I've got the last frame still up. It's awful. Characters look dreadfully bland. Bland, fat and bland, and one fucking legged. Very, very. Now then, should I actually? I got a little bit of time. I got a little bit more time. Let me find something for you. Let me find the PlayStation announcement. Okay. Okay, so it saved it where I was grabbing my thumbnail. Look at that. Smack! The only thing that you would is get crushed. That's the only thing that you would, mate, is get crushed. So let me put my headphones on because I'm going to show you some gameplay. I'm going to show you some gameplay. This is here's the let's jump to where can we jump to? Here. Let's jump to yeah, let's have a look.
Now, one more thing before we continue. This game is still very much in development. Some things are going to be polished, others are still going to change. And that's exactly why we want to bring you in this early. So stay tuned till the end. It doesn't, you're not, right, okay.
With all due respect, you are not bringing us in early because you will not listen to any of the feedback provided. Do you think they're going to make any changes to the fat bitch one-legged character? Do you think they're going to make any changes to her whatsoever? Of course they're not. Of course they're not. You'll get called sexist, a misogynist, a bigot. That's all you'll be called. When they say bring you in, they're saying we need affirmation. We need affirmation that everything we're doing is right. That's what we need. Can you affirm us, please? So let's have a look at some gameplay. Let's have a look at some gameplay.
Right. Combat is at the core of Hunter's Gathering.
Incoming attack!
It is tactical, reactive, and skill-based.
What? It looks like it just looks like any fucking mobile phone game. It just kind of reacts in the same fucking way. This gameplay looks identical to the gameplay from Phantasy Star Online 2. And that came out in what year? 2012, 2013? This doesn't look like revolutionary gameplay. This doesn't look like anything. This just looks like basic fucking, he's doing an attack, pull out, and then come back in, hit, pull out, blah. It's the same fucking thing. This is what this genre does. Now that doesn't mean that you can't do it in a cool environment with some cool weapons and whatnot. This ain't it. This ain't it. Yeah, there's another one called Steel Frontier. Let me look into that Steel Frontiers one for probably a video later on.
Took the precision and tactical depth of Horizon's combat and built it for a team environment. You'll have to beat enemy movement.
It's Phantasy Star Online 2. It's Phantasy Star Online 2. Yeah, and I bet you, and I bet you that plays better. I bet you that plays fucking better. Certainly looks less clunky. What's all this about?
Took the precision and tactical depth of Horizon's combat.
Is that just? I mean, I'm kind of confused why he brought that up.
And build it for a team environment. You'll have to beat enemy movements, time your attacks, and combine abilities with
Okay, he got hit.
your squad to take down the most powerful machines.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like, and again, Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter in general, it looks exactly. It doesn't look any different. It doesn't look like this is
which is very different melee, range playstyles, and weapons. You can select between.
Jeez, I've seen that ability. What? That's on a fucking Demon Hunter in World of Warcraft. Yeah, that's on a Demon Hunter in World of Warcraft. Holy.
Classes for each hunter that change their abilities from tank to support or tactician.
Yeah, it's here. Here. Let me just take this. Yeah. Hold on. Hold up. There we go. Let's unplug that. I want to show you something, chat, here. I want to show you something revolutionary, okay? Here is my Xbox controller. Pink, because I had to get pink because I suffered the shame of destroying my pad on stream. And therefore I must have a pink pad of shame. I want to show you how to change. I'm going to show you something crazy. I'm going to show you how to change from tank to support class. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? I don't know if you guys saw the complexity of what I did there. I'm just going to show you again. Let's show it closer. Let's show it closer so you can see everything that's going on. Let me show you how you can switch from tank to support class. I gotta stop giving these secrets away. I gotta stop giving these secrets away. I'm sorry. I gotta. It's like the magician's secrets, you know.
During a hunt, you can tinker with a roguelike build system.
Now, by the way, in a minute, we're gonna see what they've stolen from another game like this called Elden Ring Night Rain. We're going to show you what they've stolen from Elden Ring Night Rain, which, by the way, is fun to play and actually does something different pretty much because it's the Elden Ring mode. But that's really kind of like cool, the way that you can build up in that game. Anyway.
Every machine encounter you beat gives you powerful tactical options. You've got perks, weapon upgrades, and various upgrades to your stats. In each run, you'll have to try and find the best possible combination of power-ups to take on the biggest machine.
Yeah, I doubt it though. I doubt it because the scale of difficulty won't allow that. Now then, let's just move it on a wee bit. Let's find the theft. Missions. Oh, here we go. The machine incursion mission. Is this it? Is this it? Nah. Which one is it? By the way, the machine incursion mission looks wildly annoying, I have to say. Jeez. Where are you? I don't know exactly where it is.
To stop a large-scale machine assault on the tribe.
Just look at this one for a second.
With your squad.
Oh, there you go. 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 Let me just quickly.
With your
right. So here. Now I don't know if this is it for this mode, but here, this is a wall closing in. So this is your typical battle royale or Elden Ring Night Rain. Your walls around you, it's shrinking and shrinking. So your map gets smaller and smaller till it pushes you to the final boss. Seen it before. Seen it before. Oh, we saw that on Night Rain. We thought we'd have that. So you can like the genre and you can like the concept. Not wrong with that at all. Well, any battle royale does it. So you can like a concept, you can like a genre, but that doesn't mean that what that company's doing is the right way to do it, to the degree that you're just like, yeah. So that's why, just to wrap it all up, Mr. Kern, Mark, you can always DM me if you think I'm being out of line. But that's right. This take from you really, really comes off as bizarre. Because the way that the characters are fucking made, the team set up, never mind that, just reeks of fucking modernity. But there you go. There you go. Right. I think we've got a couple more supers and then we'll do that. Mikey Gassler with a $10 says, what you got mixed up was last year when they did Far Cry 4 60 frames a second. They accidentally released the Chinese censorship version and quickly changed it to the uncensored version. Okay. Thank you, Mikey. Appreciate that clarification. Too Tired with a $5 says, Black Guy struck me as Afro Samurai ripoff. Yes. I agree. I absolutely agree. I half want to watch the anime to see if the choreography's the same. Dude, do that. Come back to me next week. Have it, that'd be interesting. The rest, same slop. The characters look uninteresting. They look dull. I mean, they look ugly. They don't stand out. They don't feel cool or interesting. I think they look horrible. Signor Nasuno's been a member for 50 months. Signor Nasuno, thank you very much. Jaded Fett with a $10 says, in today's gaming sphere, you get one shot to entice players. You do. You can only make that first impression once. If you fuck that up, you might as well pack it in unless you can 180 and give people what they want. The only example that I have seen of a company that has literally realized that what they've released was a pile of shit and then gone on well, actually, no, there's two. There's two. I don't want to really give credit to one, but It's back in 2010 when Final Fantasy 14, released. And it was so bad that they ended up pulling down the game, getting a completely new dev team in, new engine, blah, blah. And in the recent times, people argue, probably two, No Man's Sky, maybe Cyberpunk 2077. There was a lot of good things said about the DLC for that, but I don't know if that world's for me. Maybe Cyberpunk 2077 is a game that I will eventually give another crack at. But No Man's, a lot of people are enjoying apparently No Man's Sky now, but they have apparently fixed a lot to do with that game. Axel Foley with the 5 Australian says the irony of these morons is the people that would actually buy their dog poo game they give free copies to, so they will shill for them. Ultimately, a game tends to live and die by the gameplay. But if you want to entice somebody to play your game, it's got to be attractive. There has to be an attractive element to drag you in. If your characters are looking like Portlandian land whales and your game looks like it's got the politics of a Seattle barista, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that in the slightest. Ellison with a $2 says, have you seen Luc Besson's Dracula trailer? I have not. I have not. Still Dr. Dasuke with a 50 Danish says, I'm so tired of these Fortnite-looking games with bright colors. Well, that's just it. They don't set themselves apart from one another. Like, why couldn't this game be set with the same engine as the Horizon Zero Dawn game, and you have the ability to customize your own hunter? But no, you can't do that, because if you make your own hunter, might be too many fucking white men. So we have to force you into this ugly group of generic multicultural fuckwits, and our game just merges into the soup. The soup of bright-colored fucking Fortnite crap. Or Fortnite ripoff crap, I should say. I've got to give Fortnite credit. Nordstrom with a membership for 6 months. Thank you. And Nordstrom with 500 Serbian dinar. I'm an accelerationist. The more dog shit they make, the faster they will burn through their money. Nothing would make me happier than watching these sanctimonious sons of bitches go out of business. You're speaking my language. You're speaking my language. Make it. Burn your money. Lose your money. Sack your teams. Close your studios down. I fucking don't care. The more, the better. Meanwhile, people that actually do care, which predominantly seems to be the AA industry nowadays, they will be making games with passion and love and creativity, and we'll get ourselves some doozies. Fuck modernity. Carl Hauser with a $2 says Modern Warfare series trailers got you hooked. I mean, back in the day, nowadays I couldn't give two fucking shits about COD, but back in the day, you know, that Modern Warfare trailer back in the day, you're like, now we're on Modern Warfare 69,248. Nordstrom with a 300 Serbian dinar says, it is a tragedy because their Decima engine is truly amazing. It is. The Decima engine is excellent. Even Kojima used it to make Death Stranding, which is correct. Yes. And he saw what Kojima did with it. I would personally say that Kojima have done better with the Decima engine than Guerrilla have. So the engine is superb. It's a superb engine. And to be able to have an open, a big open world sort of Monster Hunter Horizon, creating your own character, making them look fucking, But nah, we gotta get fucking modernity fucking Horizon. Right, we are caught up. And I am going to take a little bit of a bow now until 6 p.m. UK time, where I'll be back with Sunday Fun Day. And we are playing Yap Yap today. brand new game where the goal seems to be to cause as much trouble as possible as a little wizard in a very magical mansion. It's going to be a little bit crazy. Massive thank you to everyone who came to watch today. Mods, thank you so much indeed for giving it your free time. Everybody who super chatted, remembered, gifted memberships. We had 81 gifted memberships today. Thank you all for that. You're so kind. Really appreciate you. I'll be back in just under an hour and a half with Sunday Fun Day. Until then, you take care. Goodbye, Beluble.